What is tissue? The group of cells is nothing but tissue. The group of cells is nothing but tissue. And what are the types of plant tissue? How many types of plant tissue? And what is the multicellular organisms and what are the unicellular organisms? Last class we all discussed about the activities. What is the shape of onion peel cells and what is the shape of teak cells and grass leaf cells? Sir, share istara. Okay. Plant tissue, they perform several life processes such as growth, respiration and excretion. These are all the life processes. Next, what is unicellular organisms? The organisms that is having only one cell throughout their all life process, that is the unicellular organisms. And examples of the unicellular organisms: amoeba, paramecium and chlamydomonas. Next, this is the uni means single. The single cell is capable of performing all the life processes. Life process means food, taking food and respiration, excretion, growth and reproduction, digestion. These are all the life processes. These are all the life processes. Next, multicellular organisms, the organisms that is having two or more number of cells, that is called as multicellular organisms. Examples of the multicellular organisms: plants, animals and human beings. The multicellular organisms contain, they have 10 cells and 100 cells and millions and trillions of cells the organism contain. And next, these are all the examples of multicellular organisms: plants, animals and human beings. Next, tissue. Tissue is a group of cells. Tissue is a group of cells. Next, parts of the plant, they performing specific function. They performing specific functions. Leaf performing photosynthesis by using sunlight. Fruit is protects the seeds. Protects the seeds. And flower, it helps the reproduction. It helps the reproduction. And stem and supports to the plant. And supports to the plant. And root, the absorption of water, minerals from the soil. Next, parts of the plant and their functions. Next, activities. Observe the cells in onion peels. This is the onion peel cells. This is the onion peel cells. And to observe the cells in a leaf peel. This is the leaf peel cells. And on cells in root tip. Onion root tip. This is the onion root tip. Next, Now we are going to discuss about the types of plant tissue. Types of plant tissue. There are 4 basic types of tissues in the plants. The major 4 parts are present in plant tissue. That is the meristematic tissue and dermal tissue and ground tissue and vascular tissue. There are 4 types of plant tissue. Number 1 is meristematic tissue. Meristematic tissue, dermal tissue, ground tissue and vascular tissue. First of all, we are going to know about the meristematic tissue. Tissue that bring about overall growth. That means all plant growth and repair are called meristematic tissue. This is the function of meristematic tissue, growth and repair. Growth and repair. Next, we are going to next one, dermal tissue. Tissue that form outer covering are called as tissues. Dermal tissue. All parts of the plant body, that is outer covering part. That is the outer covering part, that is dermal tissue. Next one is ground tissue. These are all the tissues are present in plants. Tissue that are from the bulk of the plant body, helping in packing other tissues are called as ground tissue. The ground tissue are of 3 types: parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. Parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. The ground tissue are of divided into 3 types. Number 1 is parenchyma, florenchyma and sclerenchyma. And number 4th one is the vascular tissue. The vascular tissue is transported the materials. The vascular tissue is transported the materials. That is the vascular tissue. Next. 4 types of tissue. Number 1 is meristematic tissue. It is useful for growth and repair. And next one is dermal tissue. It is the outermost covering part. Next, ground tissue. It is packing of other tissues. It is to help the packing of other tissues. And next one is the vascular tissue. The tissue, it is helping for the transport of materials. Transport of materials. Next one. Next one is the meristematic tissue. To know the detailed account of meristematic tissue. The meristematic tissue are present on the tip. Present on the tip, sides and between layers of other tissues. This is the meristematic tissue. This is the meristematic tissue. The tissue is present in the tip of the plant body. Tip of the plant body. Next, the meristematic tissues at the growing tip that bring about growth in length are called as apical meristematic tissue. The meristematic tissue are of 3 types. Number 1 is apical meristematic tissue and number 2 is lateral meristematic tissue and number 3 is intercalary meristematic tissue. Number 1 is apical meristematic tissue and number 2 is lateral meristematic tissue and third one is the intercalary meristematic tissue or cambium. Okay. The apical meristematic tissue is growing tip that bring about the growth in the length of is called as apical meristematic tissue. And number 2 is the lateral meristematic tissue. The tissue is present around the edges in a lateral manner and giving rise to growth in the girth of stem are called as lateral meristematic tissue. The meristematic tissue tip of the plant body, that is called apical meristematic tissue. And number 2 is the lateral meristematic tissue that is present in the edges of the plant and stem. Next, intercalary meristematic tissue. The intercalary meristematic tissue are also called as cambium. Areas from which branching take place. At the time of plant body, the branches will come. The areas from which branching take place are leaf or flower stalk. Grows, we find a kind of meristematic tissue is called as lateral meristematic tissue. Sorry, intercalary meristematic tissue. This is the apical meristematic tissue. It is the tip of the plant body. Next, this is the lateral meristematic tissue. This is the edges. And this is intercalary meristematic tissue or cambium. Next, different types of meristematic tissues are present both in the root tip and shoot tip. The meristematic tissues are present in the both root tips and shoot tips. Next, cells in the meristematic tissues are small and have thin cell wall. Only the cell wall is present in the plant cell. The cell wall is only present in the plant cell. The cell wall is made up of cellulose. The meristematic tissues, the cells in the meristematic tissues are small cells and have a thin cell wall. Next, living with prominent nucleus and abundant cytoplasm. Abundant means huge amount of cytoplasm. Prominent nucleus. Without nucleus, the plants are called eukaryotes and prokaryotes, and without membrane bounded nucleus, the cells are called, the organisms are called as eukaryotic cells. The meristematic tissue having prominent nucleus and abundant cytoplasm. Next, compactly arranged without intracellular spaces. There is no intracellular spaces. Continuously dividing cells. The cells are divided. Next, the other major groups that we shall study now. That is the meristematic tissue, dermal tissue, ground tissue, and vascular tissue. And next one is the dermal tissue. The meristematic tissue are 3 types. Number 1 is apical meristematic tissue, lateral meristematic tissue, and next third one is intercalary meristematic tissue, that is are also called as cambium. Next, second one is the dermal tissue, ground tissue, and vascular tissue. This develop from the cells of the meristematic tissues during the growth and repair of the plants. What is the function of meristematic tissue? It is useful for and it is helping for the growth and repair. It is helpful for the growth and repair. Next, this is the dermal tissue. This is the outermost covering layer of the plants and animals and human beings also. It is protecting layer. It is the protective layer. This is the dermal tissue or dermis. It is usually consist of a single layer of tissue. It is made up of only single layer of tissue. The dermis is made up of only single tissue. The single layer of tissue. Now, these tissues are divided into three types. The dermal tissue is divided into three types. Number one is epidermis. Number one is epidermis. Number two is mesodermis. Number two is mesodermis.
Mesodermis.
Number three is endodermis. Endo means this is the innermost. Endo means inner. Next, epidermis. First is the epidermis. That is the outermost layer of the plant body. Next one is mesodermis. This is the middle layer. This is the middle layer. And endodermis. This is the inner part of the plant. This is the inner part of the plant. First, dermal tissue is the dermal tissue is consist of a single layer of tissue, and the dermal tissue is divided into three types. Number one is epidermis, mesodermis, and endodermis. The epidermis is the outermost layer, and mesodermis is the middle layer, and third one is endodermis. This is the innermost layer. This is the innermost layer. Observe the figure. This is the dermal tissue. This is the outermost covering layer. This is the epidermis. This is the epidermis. Next. The walls of the cells of dermal tissue are comparatively thicker than the cells of meristematic tissue. To compare to the meristematic tissue, the dermal tissue cells are thicker than the meristematic tissue. It is very thick. The dermal tissue cells are very thick to compare to the meristematic tissue. Next, in desert plants. What are the examples of desert plants?
Cactus.
Cactus, aloe vera,
F.
Ophensia. These are all the desert plants. These are all the desert plants. In desert plants, it may be even more thick and waxy. It is the leaf of the dermal tissue is only in desert plants. Only in desert plants, the dermal tissue is very thick and waxy. Very thick and waxy. And third one is small pores are seen in the epidermis of the leaf. It is called as stomata. What is the function of stomata? What is the function of stomata? It is the helpful of process of photosynthesis and gaseous exchange. Gaseous exchange and photosynthesis. The leaf contain a tiny small pores. A leaf contain tiny small pores that is called as stomata. That is called as stomata.
Stomata.
Next. The stomata is enclosed by the kidney-shaped cells that is called as guard cells. The stomata are enclosed by the two kidney-shaped cells that is called as guard cells. That is called as guard cells. Next, cells of the roots have long hair-like structure, hair-like parts. It is called as root hairs. The cells of the roots, it is contain small hair-like structures that is called as root hairs. That is called as root hairs. The dermal tissue protects the plant from loss of water to store the water, and it is mechanical like breaking and cleaning of branches and invasion by parasitic causing organism. The dermal tissue is protecting layer. That is the strong layer. It is the protecting layer to protect the plant from mechanical shocks, mechanical breakings, and parasites and disease and the disease causing microorganisms. Disease causing microorganisms. To protect the plant by the dermal tissue, to protect the disease causing microorganisms. Next, in big trees, the dermal tissue forms several layers above the epidermis. Big trees like eucalyptus and red sandalwood trees, these are all the big trees. It is the dermal tissue is forms a several layers. It is formed the several layers of the epidermis. Actually, the epidermis is made up of only one single layer, but in some big trees, the dermal tissue forms several layers of the epidermis. The several layers of the epidermis. It is called as bark. It is called as bark. Next, stomata and root hairs are also dermal tissues that are essential for gaseous exchange. The stomata, what is the function and root hairs? What is the function of stomata and root hairs? The dermal tissue are essential for the gaseous exchange. The dermal tissue is essential for the gaseous exchange and transpiration to evaporate the water. Transpiration as well as absorption to absorb the water and minerals to the soil, to absorb the water from minerals from the soil. That is the function of stomata and root hairs are also dermal tissues. The dermal tissue helping for the gaseous exchange, transpiration, and absorption of water and minerals. Next, photosynthesis is also carried out by the certain cells of this tissue. The special cells contains dermal tissue. The dermal tissue contains some special cells. The cells are carried out by the process of photosynthesis. The cells carried out by the process of photosynthesis. Next. This is the bark. This is the bark and are also called as dermal tissue. This is the outermost and it is very strong part to protect the plant body from mechanical breakings and some disease causing microorganism and some disease causing microorganisms to protect the plant body. Next. The plants have the ability to store certain substances that are either excretory products, accumulate food, and some secretory substances in different ways. Excretory products, that means some plants are excrete gums, and some plants are excrete some waste products like water. Okay, this is the, some plants are secreted gums, secretion. The plants are to release the excretory products, to release the excretory products. That means the gum is secreted by the dermal layer of gum tree. The gum is secreted by the dermal layer of the gum tree. This is the gum tree. This is the gum tree. This plant is secreting the gum. Neem plants also secreting the gum. Neem plants. Next, third one is the ground tissue. First one is meristematic tissue and second one is dermal tissue and third one is the ground tissue. These cells from the ground tissue. The ground tissue is useful for storing food and providing physical support to the plant body. What is the example of what is the function of ground tissue? The ground tissue is helping for the storing of food. Helping for the storing of food. It is storage tissue. It is also called as storage tissue. It is storing of food materials. It is storing of food materials and gives to the physical support of the plant body. It gives physical support of the plant body. The ground tissue is mainly 3 types. The ground tissue are of 3 types. Number 1 is parenchyma. Number 1 is parenchyma. Number 2 is collenchyma. Number 2 is collenchyma. Number 3 is sclerenchyma. Mainly, the ground tissue is helping for the storing of food materials, and it is gives to the helping of physical support of the plant body. And ground tissue is divided into 3 types. Number 1 is parenchyma, collenchyma, and third one is the sclerenchyma. Next. The cells of parenchyma are soft. This is the see the picture. This is the parenchyma. The parenchyma cells, it is very soft and thin walled. It is loosely packed. The space between the cells, it is loosely packed. The cells have some spaces. The cells have some spaces. This is the parenchyma. The parenchyma cells are very soft and it is very thin, and it is loosely packed. That means it have some spaces. It has some spaces. Next, the parenchyma contain chloroplast. What is the function of chloroplast? It is also carried out by the photosynthesis. The chloroplast contain some pigment that is called chlorophyll. That is called as chlorophyll. The parenchyma contains chloroplast. It is called as chlorenchyma. It is called as chlorenchyma. Next, the parenchyma stores water, food, and waste products. It is called as storage tissue. The parenchyma is stored by some water and food and some other waste products, and it is also called as storage tissue. Why it is called as storage tissue? It is stored some food materials and water and some waste products. That's why it is called as storage tissue. It is called as storage tissue.
Madam, remaining 5
Next.
minutes ఉంది madam.
Sir?
5 minutes ఉంది madam ఇంకా remain.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
The parenchyma which contain large air cavities or spaces, it is called parenchyma. The parenchyma contain some air spaces. This is the spaces. Some cavities, some air cavities or spaces. It is called as parenchyma. It is called as parenchyma. First one is the parenchyma. It is very soft and thin. It is very loosely packed. The gap of the cells. Next, the parenchyma contains chloroplast. The chloroplast contains some green color pigment that is called as chlorophyll. It is carried out by the photosynthesis. The parenchyma contains some chloroplast. It is called as chlorenchyma. Next, the parenchyma contains large air cavities or spaces. It is called as parenchyma. And the parenchyma stores some water and food materials and other waste products. It is called as storage tissue. This is the parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. The ground tissue are of 3 types. Number 1 is parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. Next. A small submission, all the students to write the FA1 examination. I will send the link to WhatsApp group. Please write the FA1 examination carefully. Okay.
Okay.
All
Okay,
the
madam.
students, are you able to listen?
Okay, madam. Yes, madam.
Yes, madam.
Yes, madam.
I will send the question paper after 5 o'clock. Next. Collenchyma tissues have thick wall, longer cells, which compared with the parenchyma. To compare to the parenchyma, this is the collenchyma and this is the parenchyma. To compare to the parenchyma, the cells are compared with the parenchyma. It is very thick walled. It is very thick walled. This is the parenchyma and this is the collenchyma. The cells are compared to the parenchyma. The collenchyma cells are very thick. The collenchyma cells are very thick. And next one is in the sclerenchyma, the cells are thick walled and tightly packed without spaces. This is the sclerenchyma. The cells are very thick to compare to the parenchyma. The parenchyma cells are some air cavities. It is having some air cavities. The sclerenchyma, they do not have air spaces. It is very tightly packed without spaces. It is having without spaces. Next, so when compared with dermal tissue, the ground tissue of various types, and some of the ground tissue helps in the photosynthesis. The collenchyma are also helps in the florenchyma are also helps in the photosynthesis, and dermal tissue are also helps in the photosynthesis, and some ground tissues are also helps in the photosynthesis process. Sclerenchyma, it is the cell wall is very thick, and this is the parenchyma. This is the chlorenchyma. This is also parenchyma, and this is the storage tissue. Ground tissue are also called as storage tissue. Why it is called as storage tissue? It is stored some food material, water, and some other